Sonny, what's up? How's the stream coming in? Is it crystal clear or is it kind of shitty? I'm still getting set up. I just snuck in here as a last ditch option. Hopefully that's better and hopefully it doesn't go back to that. I'm in a spot where 2 years ago I passed on a really heavy, perfectly symmetrical 10-point on the second day of the season. That would have been a Monday. Today it's second day, but it's a Sunday. There's another guy in the parking lot. I think he's hunting below me. And way off in the distance I can see a blind that's on a piece of private property on a field edge. Now the thing that's unique about this spot, when I passed on that buck, there were 5 other bucks with him. Quite a few red oaks in here that are dropping. A couple of white oaks. Octogram. It's ASMR. If you don't want to listen, you can go watch cartoons, dude. But anyway, as I was saying, seems to be an early season staging area for the bucks. That's why I'm in here. I'm gonna take a shot, see what happens. Yeah, be very, very quiet. You're the man, dude. I love the shock and awe of just instantly, yo, bro, who cares about the facts? Just don't watch any of that anime porn shit, dude. DA, what's up, bro? How much do you love it? I'm gonna show you how much I love you, bro. Check this out. Every time we do a live, we add a moderator that says something nice. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to come out. I didn't feel good this morning, man. I was just beat up after yesterday. But like I said, these early season patterns, man, they're just really, like, if you can get lucky one time, it make a hell of a difference in your season. And I know it's hot, I know it's buggy. But if I'm gonna shoot 3 deer over 125 this year. That's the goal. And at least one or two of those with the recurve. Like, I gotta get after it. I can't be waiting. Candace, we're hunting for the big old elusive whitetail bucks. Let me show you how this shapes out, because I think Sonny will like this. We got a, wouldn't call it a clear cut, but there's definitely a thicket there. And it runs right up along this transition line. And then this all over here is just, it's an oak flat. So in the evenings, they work down along that transition line. And I've got a super good trail right under the tree here that comes right up through here. So if we get them, we're going to get them in close. The reason I like this tree is because of these hemlocks right here. Once that deer's at 15, 18 yards, and behind those hemlocks coming down that trail, it gives me plenty of cover to move the cameras, get in position, and then when they step out, draw the bow and take a shot right over here. We'd be trying to shoot them right in here at 16 yards. So every aspect of my setup is pretty well calculated. And I know from a guy that sits in a tree and talks to 100 people every day on a live, it doesn't seem like I take it too serious, but everything is calculated. When they come down off here, this kind of runs down a little bit of a ridge. There's a fresh scrape at the bottom and half a dozen really fresh rubs. Nothing on significant trees. I mean, they're all 2-inch diameter trees, but I don't hunt kook too much, bro. Matter of fact, I don't appreciate those kind of content or comments. Oh. You guys are too much. You guys are too much. Where's all the regulars at? We got a bunch of ding-dongs in here. That's alright. The algorithm loves comments. Doesn't matter whether they're cool or not. Because we're hunting wabbits. explain why there's not 300 people on here. If it's crappy, I'll shut it off. If I move it like that, did it get any better? What about to go down? We're about to shoot some white-tailed deer. You guys are nuts. Oh yeah. Yeah, you keep him all locked down, alright? There's no mosquitoes. Aaron, the challenge is to see them first. If I see them first, they don't got a chance of seeing me move, because I won't move after that. I'm 30 feet in a tree. I can see about 80 yards. Got a big tree right in front of me that blocks most of my movement. Most of the time I'm just poking my head from one side to the other. Munchie. I appreciate it. Yeah, the red oaks are a little behind. I was in a big red oak fig tree yesterday. It's still holding on to most of its acorns, but it has dropped quite a few. No, I pissed right out of the tree. That was a loud click. Well, you found the right one. Good night, Munchie. You hit that sub button. Hang out. We got quite a few videos in the works right now. Heck, we might even do starting a new YouTube channel. It's crazy. I uploaded my first video 19 August. And what am I at? Almost 1,400 subscribers. Over 650,000 views. And we're almost monetized. So I worked previously with another guy on a YouTube channel. And things just didn't work out. But in about 12 months, we ran up to about 17 million views. Monetized for quite a few months. Made a little bit of money at it. Nothing compared to the hours that are put in though. So this one we're gonna clean up the brand a little bit. I think the brand of the last channel was Let's Get Drunk and Shoot Bows. And I don't think you're ever gonna work with any partners if that's the brand of your channel. So happy to be on my own. Super excited it's going well. Shoot bows, man. Turn up your volume. Yeah, Adam Bob. You the man. Quit looking at me and touching your pecker. I find it offensive. It's weird. All the gay dudes, every single one of them, they get online and they tell other guys how what they're doing is gay while they're secretly touching their pecker. 100% of them. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm just calling him out for it. He can do what he wants. I'm glad to have him aboard. sexuality based on your view of a specific sport. That's a little weird. See, Adam, I knew it. I knew you were getting into me. You sicko. I wish for once I could do a hunting stream and just talk about daggum deer. "717 Gaming, does that mean you're in the 717 area code? Because that's my area code, bruh. We're looking for a really decent buck. Like a 120-ish buck. Here lies the problem with hunting big mature deer. Right, a mature deer in Pennsylvania. Usually gotta be 3.5, 4.5 year old before it even gets close to that 120 mark. And a lot of them never do, even though they're 5 years old. But when you hunt mature bucks, you're not sitting in a spot where a bunch of does are gonna be feeding, so we miss out on a lot of that action. That's why we tried to get after the does in Maryland and shot a couple of them on the live. Kind of keep the audience excited. And then this week we're going to make a push for a buck in the early portion of October, and then after that, man, I think we're going back to Slaughterfest for does. 717, I had an encounter with one in here. I passed him up on the first day 2 years ago. He was a heavy 10-point, probably 4.5-year-old deer. Based on what somebody told me last year, he was still around in January or February. So I'm trying to catch him in here with his buddies late this evening, right before dark. I don't use too many trail cameras. I don't know why, I just don't. I probably should. Everybody tells me that game's pretty good. I wonder if I got it from my kid. If he started playing that, he'd be interested in going hunting. Adrian's like, yeah, I just watch YouTube. I like it. Slate, you should find a new hobby, man. Letting the mosquitoes do that for free ain't good. Find a girl or something. Pick 5 still have that 2-for-1 on the camo hats. Yeah, probably. If I get skunked in here tonight, I'm gonna be... I had a guy come in last night, like 4:30, walk right in front of me. Went and hung at a stand. 6:15, he comes out. 45 minutes before dark. Walks right through the CRP field in front of me where I expect this big buck to come out of. Takes a pop shot at a fawn that's been standing there for 20 minutes. Goes over, picks up his bolt. Never even looks for the deer. Clang and bang, walk out of there. Yo, Tyrell 10 from India, what's up? Alright, Yogi, you get out there. I imagine you're from Oklahoma, so you got a little bit more daylight than I do. It'll be dark here in no time. Appreciate you jumping on. India Mafia. Nah, he's not the Mafia guy, dude. He's just a cool guy from India. I've talked to him before. Dax. I am a creeper, dude. Here's a fun fact for all you guys that hunt. I haven't been doing the streaming too long. I have shot 3 deer on the live over the past 3 weeks. But there have been 4 other folks while watching the live have smoked a deer. That's pretty cool. There is a deer behind me. I'm certain of it. Somewhere on this earth behind me there is a deer. It's super dry. If there's a deer walking within 200 yards of me, I'm going to hear it long before it can hear or see me move. So relax, chat. Just relax. Relax. Yeah, I'm looking for some deer, man. Yo, fam, what's up? I did. I put it in my mouth briefly, but I didn't swallow. So it's cool. It's cool. Yeah. Homeless encampment. Is it the one you live in or what? I don't want to run into you in person after I hunt. Yo, Adrian, it'd be awesome if you subscribe to the channel. That way you can get a notification every time I go live. And then you can jump on and talk some smack. That'd be the coolest thing ever. Seriously, dude. I love it. You're keeping me awake. I was gonna fall asleep, but you're keeping me on my toes, bro. God help me. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Sonny. I was like, where's all the regulars at? You know what we gotta do, Sonny? Because I've been waiting to do this for a while. Now you can pick and choose who you want to see on the live. But don't throw Adrian off, he's pretty cool. It's like Sunday fun day, man. Like anybody that is cool is out doing cool shit because it's the weekend, you know? And then everybody that's into playing video games and getting stoned is on my live. Like, what the fuck? Because I'm sitting 30 feet in a tree waiting for some deer. Sunday fun day. Now you can run. Hey, 2.0, what's up? Yeah, see, look, here we go. Sonny, just don't read the comments. You'll lose faith in humanity. Yeah, this heat has got a lot of deer just chilling. I've seen a lot of does in some spot, you know, like along the side of the road where you can't hunt, or out by a cemetery and stuff, and in parks. Like they're eating at 11 o'clock, from 11 o'clock to like noon, like crazy. Then they lay down, kind of avoid the hottest part of the day. Then they're back up at like 4 o'clock feeding. But nothing's moving very far. I mean, they're just laying right there. So to try to get close enough to a bedded buck, with today's conditions would be tough. Everything is dry and crispy. I got a bunch of turkeys behind me. Let's see if we can see those turkeys. Now they're about 100 yards down there. Should be right in here. It's gonna be hard to see them. But you guys are worried about me busting deer. Man, my carabiner's in the way. I don't know if you guys can see him. what I do. I hang out in a tree. Is it turkey season yet in Pennsylvania? I think every time I've ever been in here, I've seen turkeys at some point. Um, no, I don't shit out of a tree, man. I'm sorry. But I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Another couple hundred watch hours here. I need about 500 watch hours. Then I can turn on the super chats and the super stickies. And when I do that, man, I'll take requests. And I'll take them all into consideration for the right price. But you have excellent ideas. You know, you have a real knack for picking out things that might go viral. And I would hate to steal your ideas. You should be setting yourself up for success there. You know, don't sell yourself short. Brogan, hey, that's awesome. I got like 9 big turkeys behind me. About 75 yards. Now, if it were turkey season, I'd never see a turkey, you know? God, that sun's brutal. Alright, I'm going into chill mode, man. I'm gonna let the live roll. You guys can stay on. You can chit chat. You can do whatever you want. You can make fun of me all you want. You just can't make fun of anybody else in the chat. If you do that, I'll have one of my moderators remove you. SKM, what's up? seen a deer there. Yeah, I should have made you a moderator a long time ago. I don't know why I didn't. I think that's the problem. There was Stu Max. What's up? There's not a single moderator on the channel. There ain't one. Yeah, I'm in this spot kind of specifically for a buck. This is one of those early season um, Little Red Oak Flats where I've had some pretty decent success finding big bucks in the past. I passed a monster in here 2 years ago, and that was fine. I later went on to kill an absolute hammer, so yeah. I don't know too many dudes that hunt with a recurve that hunt over a corn pile. I mean, for me, it's all about making this as hard as possible. If I go out and I hunt with a compound, I hunt as much as I do. I'm gonna run out of places to donate deer, you know. I'm gonna run out of places to get rid of it. Fun fact for all you guys that are into data analytics, in Pennsylvania, 24% of the deer hunters kill 81% of the deer. I'll say that again. 24% of hunters kill 81% of the deer. I am solidly one of those 24%. Doesn't matter what I use. Well, I'm shooting it with a recurve, so it don't matter. I want to try to shoot 3 bucks this year. All over 125 inches. Yes. It's a Super Grizzly, 58-inch, 45-pound Super Grizzly. I wish I had a Kodiak. I will slap a doe tonight. Patty Cakes XO, twang, what's up? Yeah, I mean, those are facts. And, any of those guys that go out, and once they shoot a deer, they'll stop hunting. So yeah, those absolutely skews that number. Last year I had some folks that I could donate some deer to. I shot 7, I kept 2, and that's a lot of work. I don't know if I want to shoot 7. I'd rather shoot 3 really nice ones. And I've already got a pile of bologna ready to be picked up. Heck yeah, we do a lot of deer processing. And that's why it's a lot of work. I make a lot of jerky out of it. Do it in a huge batch and just hang it in the smoker. Charles, what's up? I've never boiled a heart. Yeah, I've pan seared it. I've never boiled it. I heard it's good. My favorite way to cook deer heart, throw it in the meat grinder, grind it up real good. Yeah. Get a little red pepper flakes, some cottage cheese, a little oregano, diced peppers. You make that into these little balls, man. You cover them little balls with sugar, and then you deep fry that shit. Don't do that. I've only seen 2 shooters all season, which isn't crazy. One was probably 800 yards with the spotting scope, and the other one was 14 yards. Camo net for what? Nah, I don't have any skeeters. It got super cold here the other day, and I haven't had any real problems with skeeters. It's gonna be hot again tomorrow. I'm gonna try to hunt all day tomorrow. Probably sleep on the ground somewhere between 2 trees, midday. Still, it was like 83, 84 when I came out. It's dropping fast though. That sun just went down over the hill and it's like immediate. And the thermals are pulling my wind down this hill so fast. I'm waiting for deer to come off this ridge. That it's actually, there's so much cold air blowing in my eyes, it's drying my eyeballs out. Look at that. There was no wind until that sun went down. It's crazy, Patty. I don't know how anybody that hunts survives without having a really good understanding of the thermals. Charles, I will get down there to help you out. I don't know if I let everybody know this. Last Tuesday night into Thursday, I spent 48 hours in the hospital. Dang near. My son had a bout with appendicitis, and it took a while until we could get it out. From there, Friday night, all I did was shoot the bow real quick, and I tweaked my lower back, and all I have to do, guys, I don't have to do anything as bad as my back is. And I threw it really bad. That was Thursday night when I tweaked the back. Yeah, after we brought him home from the hospital. I spent the entire day laying on the couch or in bed on Friday. Somehow, I managed to gather enough strength to get to the woods on Saturday morning. And I don't know how I did it, but I climbed a tree. I don't know how. Then Saturday afternoon, I climbed a tree. I did it live. Again, I wasn't very far from the truck. I could barely walk. Today, I'm feeling okay, 50%. Probably over the next 2 days, I hope to be getting back to like 80, 90%. This is 4 weeks in a row, or 4 months in a row. Every 4 or 5 weeks, I I tweak it where I spend literally 3 or 4 days in bed. But yeah, I gotta get down there and do a little work with you, man. I'm gonna burn like 2 or 3 days over the next 2 weeks. I've got 2 boats that I need to get winterized. I gotta get one out of the lake, hold up the mountain. That's gonna be that's gonna be a big chunk of like 2 days. I got a question for all you guys, right? Now that we got a lot of the riffraff out here, how often do you guys see a buck feeding with a doe in the early season, or does and bucks feeding together? Like, how often? I almost, I almost never see bucks where I've seen does. Only in the rut. Yeah. And then if it's a mature buck, you never see them with any other deer. They're always by themselves. Always, always, always. Alright, it's gotta be what, about, it's after 6, right? Yeah, it's 10 after 6. Yeah. Sounds like someone just fell out of a tree over there. What the hell is that? That's all the turkeys flying up on the roost. They only went like 200 yards. Does the microphone pick that up? B-Dog, yeah, as hot as what it is, man, these bucks aren't moving till 2 minutes before dark. I doubt it. No, I haven't seen anything yet tonight. I saw 9 turkey, maybe 10 turkeys. They're flying up into the roost right now. But I'm in a spot where I'm only going to see a buck. Yeah, it was like 85 here today. It's getting chilly now that the sun's going down. It is about beer 30. Yeah, Muskie, it's way too hot. Well, my day ends in about 20 minutes. I shot 2 does already. DA, it's going pretty crappy, man. I set up a season travel corridor for a buck. DA, I appreciate the encouraging words, man. You're hitting me in the feels. It just sucks. The previous channel, man, I helped build that channel to about 12,000 subs and then had the rug pulled out from underneath me. So now I'm starting over. And we started on the 19th of August, so we are doing fantastic. Thanks for the support, Walkie. Thanks for the sub. Yeah. And David, I've also had plenty of people that were subs of the old channel that reached out and was like, yeah, I'm glad you're doing it on your own. I think I was being held back a bit and didn't even realize it. And then I had no control over, how the branding for the channel looks. I want something that's professional, something that, maybe one day people in the outdoor industry want to do partnerships with. Or maybe one day there's a legitimate business that comes about because of my experience. And, previous channel was, hey, let's get drunk and shoot the bows. Yeah, no one cares about that. I called him to ask him, what his plan was, because he wasn't doing anything with the channel. I had a lot of stuff going on in my life. I had a challenge with the kid. I was remodeling my house in the early part of the spring. We had terrible weather, so, I wasn't able to shoot outside much because it rained literally every day. He basically just told me he didn't want to do it anymore and changed the username and login on me. So, just the way it worked out. Like I said, I'm not really that upset about it anymore. Um, I just want to be able to do it on my own, you know? And again, no hard feelings from him. I think he had a lot of pressure from other people in his life to just say, hey, do it on your own. It was a very expensive lesson for me. And I'll continue to pay over the next 2 years because I was the one that set up the LLC, funded everything. And all that does is cost you more money because I got to do 2 more years of taxes. It's going to cost me a lot of money. And it will far exceed what we made. You guys are too awesome. I'm telling you what, I don't deserve folks like you. Those are facts. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I don't think I'm seeing a deer come off of this ridge tonight. Unfortunately. Well, I appreciate you staying. And I honestly hope he does well too, even though I have a feeling that he's out there MFing me all over the place anyhow, so it is what it is. I'm in near Lebanon, Pennsylvania. I don't know. I guess there wasn't anything I could do, right? Um, it is what it is. Problem is technically I own 50% of it, and I can't even access it, right? Someday when it's worth going after, I'll go after it. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh, I'm going after it all. I'm pulling out all the stops, guys. This is for me. And I'm building a future. Because I've got a young son he's got a personality. And he's unbelievably likable. So as I learn how to navigate this, how to build a channel, how to make it better, when he's a little older, man, we're going to set the world on fire. That's what we're going to do. B-Dog, I could absolutely do that. It's getting cold right now. It's actually cooling off pretty good. Yeah, Pennsylvania season's off to a great start for me, right? Yesterday I had a guy walked in front of me, right at go time, deer standing in the field. He slings an arrow 70 yards with a crossbow. Goes over there, finds his bolt, doesn't even look for the deer, just leaves. Nuked my entire afternoon hunt. I got one right behind me. 15 yards. You know, when I hung this tree, I put my bow hanger on the opposite side of the tree. I thought if I got deer coming up from this side, I would be fine. She's right downwind of me. She came in the same way I walked in. Never expected to have one come in from there. So it gives me no choice but to reach all the way around the daggum tree to grab the bow. I gotta sort out how I do this camera thing. And I didn't make any noise. Maybe she saw the light from the phone too, because it's getting kind of dark. I should have just turned the camera on and videoed her and been done with it. I don't know why I'm even trying to shoot her. I think Seth was messing with us. I don't even know if he shot one. Yeah, that's frustrating. That was a big old mature doe. I just ranged it. She was at 18 yards. I mean, she was at like, stick the arrow in her armpit and let an arrow go. Trying to do this live is also extremely difficult because when you're talking, you can't hear the footsteps, right? When you're reading the content, you're not looking where you need to be looking. And I knew this would be tough. I haven't gotten busted this many times in the last 6 or 7 seasons. And I'm only a month in. I'm getting busted all the time. Freddy Five Fingers, I'm trying to give the deer a chance, man. I'm tired of shooting 7 or 8 deer a year. I'm trying to do it the hardest way I possibly can. It don't matter. I've got a giant fucking flashlight staring at my face right now. Alright, so when she looked up here, all she saw was a 3.5 by 5.5 inch fucking light shining down at her. It's called my phone. So I'm going to make a mental note here. As the day wears on, I need to continually darken my phone. So that way it's less visible. Yeah. Slate, I think that's probably the best answer. Get a damn privacy screen for it. I didn't think of that, but that would help a lot. But again, guys, we've already shot 3 deer on lives in about a month. Less than a month. And I've passed on a lot of small bucks. So, I mean, it's not like it's going bad. It's just, it's way hard to get. All I ask, take any of you guys that hunt bows. I don't care what kind of bow you hunt with. Try using a recurve. That's it. I mean, it's as simple as that. It's difficult. Yeah, I haven't rifle hunted. I think since 2016 was the last time I shot one with a rifle. I got another one coming, I can hear it. Yeah, maybe not. I don't have my low light film or camera on anyway, so. And I'm not swapping it out. Alright, walkie talkie, thanks for jumping on. I'm checking out too. I got, yeah, it's last light anyway. I got like 2 or 3 more minutes. Actually, it might. 6:58, 6:59 might be last light tonight anyway. So you guys all enjoy your evening. Oh. Yeah, everybody sub. Double tap. I want to see it's got a 58 likes right now. Double tap that screen. Double tap the screen. Give me the like. And then hit the subscribe to the channel. You can watch an old man make an ass out of himself by getting busted at last light. Every single time. Double tap the screen. Hit the sub button. Double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap. Look, I'm getting off in a second. Double tap it. 55, come on. We gotta get 3 more. Double tap the screen. Alright, I give up, man. Make sure if you guys want to see some more stuff from me, hit the subscribe button.